She's got a message for black people. Let's see what she's got to say, and I'll give my thoughts as she goes. Let's get into it.
If you're a black American, I need you to stay right here. If you're not, I'll give you a few seconds so you can go on and scroll on by. Great. Okay. We need to have a talk. You know, it comes to a point where supporting and defending your community just is, it becomes so exhausting that you feel this frustration and you start to understand why people have the black fatigue that they talk about.
She's absolutely right, especially when which I assume she's talking about people who want you to defend them just because they're the same skin shade as you, the same skin tone as you, even though they're wrong. Forget that. Always follow the truth and don't be afraid to do it either.
The Houston Rodeo, a family event. You have people there fighting, stealing, acting like menace to society, lawlessness, at an event that's supposed to be a fun, family-oriented event. You have Ruth Chris now saying, hey, we don't want to do this, but you guys are forcing our hand. We're going to have to enforce a dress code policy because how you guys are coming in here with your pants sagging, looking sloppy, all of these things, we just cannot allow.
Isn't it interesting that she mentioned Menace to Society, famous movie from the 90s, which popularized and promoted black culture, as we like to say, promoted this gangster sort of lifestyle. She's talking about they're implementing dress codes because people are coming with their pants sagging down, which is crazy. Now, we need to be better. And I'm not just talking to black people, right? Because I don't get caught up in these whole sort of constructs, right? We just need to be better. I always break it down to the wise versus the foolish, because that's categories that God uses, right? And that's a better categorization, because all sorts of people and all sorts of skin tones can be foolish, and all sorts of people and all sorts of skin tones can be wise. So really it just comes down to, what do you want? Do you want to be someone who's sagging their trousers and looking like a thug and all of this kind of stuff, and people are looking at you a certain way and they think certain things about you? Or do you want to be more presentable and get the better results in life? I know which one I want, and I hope you want obviously the same if you're watching my sorts of videos. And really and truly, before we go back to what she's saying, this is clearly what I think she's getting at. Having a higher level of value for yourself, in simple terms.